Hi there, welcome. This is Libby Star. Thanks for joining me on my channel. Um, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome. This is day 32. 32 days since beautiful, spunky, darling, just full of life Summer Wells vanished. Poof. She went missing on July 15th, as many of you know, from Rogersville, Tennessee, from her very own home and parents' property. So, as you can see from the little agenda that I have here, first we're going to be talking about some highlights from Mr. Donnie Wells' latest interview with the news, Channel 5, and then we're going to look at part of Robin's interview. And I just got to tell you that Robin, I am fangirling right now over Robin. I just find her to be, now again, realizing I don't know her in person. All I know of Robin is what I've seen, on the news, in various clips of the news and interviews, but also in the videos of how she interacts with Summer at church. And she has been a bright light in that little girl's life. And even Candace and Donnie have both spoken to that. So there's no denying that. But anyway, she just seems really, really genuine and awesome and just a beautiful person inside and out. Okay, third, we're going to be looking at some footage of Summer at church where we will get to see some of her spunkiness and her sensory seeking, her maybe attention seeking a little bit, affection seeking, and just being adorable. And then lastly, we're going to look at a slideshow just of sort of a culmination of the past 32 days. So let us get into the highlights from Donnie Wells' latest interview. Let me do a screen share for you. There we go. All right. So as you can see, this was published on July 14th, 2021 at 11 p.m. Written by Kellyanne Kruger. Oh gosh, I can't see that little writing. 8.
Late. That's what Summer Wells' father says about how authorities handled his daughter's disappearance. The 5-year-old disappeared from her home in a remote area of Hawkins County 29 days ago. Don Wells tells the Kingsport Times-News that he is 100% sure his daughter was abducted, likely by someone hiding in the woods. He also says that there is a good chance that she is not alive. He also says he's been frustrated by search efforts. Wells says it was so horrific knowing that someone abducted her, and the cops are looking all around our house knowing that she's not there. I wish the police would have blocked off both ends of Beach Creek. I can't blame them, but I'm upset. It's too little, too late now. Wells tells the paper he was so upset he couldn't take a lie detector test for 2 days after the disappearance, and that Summer's mother was made to wait 5 days before being tested. He says they passed the tests, but could still be under suspicion. This is what else Wells tells the Times-News, quote, I don't know if we were completely cleared because that's not admissible in court. Summer's mother, Candace, was at a prayer vigil for her daughter last night in Kingsport. She tells us she's hanging in there and keeping busy with her 3 boys. The TBI has received more than 1,000 tips in the case, but officials say they still don't know what led to Summer's disappearance. Today, the TBI turned off the digital Amber Alert sign on highway signs. The agency says there's no set time for Amber Alerts to remain on those signs because each case is different. The TBI, the FBI, and Hawkins County Sheriff's Department are all still investigating.
Happy New Year, Mid-South. Purchase a Train 14-SEER air conditioner system installed by Al Britt.
Oh, for God's sake, I'm pressing the X. I'm trying to X out of there and it's just not letting me. Okay. So that was a short little, okay, that's what's going on here. Um, Hi, Rose. How are you doing? So what do you all think about what Don Wells said? Like, at first, he seemed, in the beginning, when he was talking to press, he sounded like he was so grateful for what everyone is doing. And now he's sort of pointing out, well, I think they should have done this or that, and making the comment, it's too little too late. I don't know. I'm not even going to make a judgment on it. I'm just going to say that's what he said. Too little, too late. So, mind you, all of the volunteers that have been searching for Summer, all of the resources that have been exhausted. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm quiet. I think, okay, let me just talk up like this. Is that better? Thank you for telling me that, Isadore. I appreciate you. I think my computer sucks, is what it is. But anyway, I'll just talk louder. And if I'm screaming at you now, just turn me down. So, what I was saying though is that at first, Donnie was very appreciative, grateful of the coverage that Summer's case was getting. All these volunteers were out and they were putting all these resources into place to search for his baby. And now he's like, oh, it's too little too late. I don't know. I'm just going to leave that right there and, you see what you think about it. But I thought it was a little sketch myself. Just a little sketch. So, number 2 on our agenda is Robin's interview. As I was saying earlier, if you're just joining me right now, I am hardcore fangirling Robin because she just is. She's just a bright light. She was a bright light to Summer, and now she's a bright light to the family. So by contrast, okay, from what Don said, now, okay, Don just said that his daughter is likely deceased at this point. And okay, we can speak in terms of statistics, and that very well could be the case. But who says that? Who says that about their child, you guys? And I want, my heart wants to feel for this family, but then again, that what they are saying and how they are acting is so off to me. And it could be, that just we all react differently in different situations, but I would never, I don't think, God help me, I've never been in this situation, but I don't think I would be giving up. And let's just face it, he from day one has said she was abducted. Okay, whose mind goes to that right away? And then it was within days that he was saying that he thought that she was gone, like not coming back, like that's it, closed case. No hope, just no hope at all. By contrast, Robin, her name should be Hope, okay? So I'm going to share her video with you right now. And she's got a lot of interviews, but this is just a clip that I recently came across and that I was digging. Hopefully it's in the right spot, guys. You know how things go.
Whenever I was helping teach Sabbath school, she was in my lap. And sometimes it was hard to teach because she wanted to be in my lap, holding me and hugging me. I just discovered that it was actually easier for me just to hold her and let her love on me and hug me and teach with her on me than it was to make her sit in a chair.
Robin Lane tells me she had a close bond with Summer.
She was a helper. She loved to help. She loved to love on us. And I just loved her little arms around my neck all the time.
She recalled she was attending her own daughter's dance recital the night Summer disappeared.
I was taking my little girl's pictures before her dance class, and I noticed I was missing calls from Candace. Before I even had a chance to call her, she messaged me again on Facebook Messenger, and she was just in a panic mode. And she says, Summer's gone. We can't find her anywhere. The police are here searching. And I said, I'll be right there.
Lane said she arrived at the Beach Creek area around 9 p.m. on June 15th, the night Summer was reported missing.
I was ready. I was like, let's do this. Let's get the flashlights out. Let's get some snacks in our bags. It's going to be an all-nighter. And they wouldn't let us. They wouldn't let us even go up there.
Police blocking the entrance to Ben Hill Road. Lane says she offered assistance the only way she could.
And we showed them some pictures of Summer. The police didn't have very good pictures of her, or some of them hadn't even seen a picture of her yet.
Later that night, she was granted access to the Wells home.
At that point, there's really nothing I could do. They just needed someone to pray with them. You feel really helpless in that situation because you want to do something. It makes you feel better to do something. But we couldn't, so we just prayed and we just hugged on them and loved on the boys. And they, of course, were just shattered and just confused, as was I.
Lane says police wouldn't allow them to assist in the search.
And then we had to go home, and it was really hard driving home with her not being found. Helicopters everywhere, search dogs everywhere, police everywhere, and there's nothing that you can do to help.
Tonight at 6, hear how the members of the Kingsport Seventh-day Adventist Church has been offering whatever help they can to the Wells family in this time of need.
Okay, so let me know if you can hear me okay. Abduction, child trafficking, I'm reading the comment here. And last resort, Satan in motion, all deflection, nothing to see here. Yeah, I totally hear what you're saying, Isadore. Yep. And I don't want to make assumptions, but look, the behavior that he's displaying is exactly what that looks like, is deflection. I feel like most people in any interview, if their child had been missing, would be just talking about, just pleading. First of all, if you fully believed that your child had been abducted, you would be pleading with whoever it was, or if you saw anything, please, it doesn't matter how small, please just come forward, right? And we really just don't hear any of that from him. We hear a lot of strange things, and you all know what I'm talking about if you've seen the Facebook posts and stuff like that, but we're not going to talk about that tonight. We are now going to look at, Summer at church. And then when I get into the slideshow is when I'm going to give you some more commentary about what I think about all of this stuff. All right, so this church footage is going to be from Zav Girl's channel, and I have linked her in the description, so if you don't know of her, I mean, she's got 50K subscribers, so you probably do, but she just put together a really nice video of some of the church footage with Summer at church, and she's just a darling. Just a darling. And I'm going to have I'm going to have it sped up quite a bit. And we'll have the volume on, but I'm going to have it sped up. Okay, and I'm just going to go to a certain timestamp. So this is going to be at the 2 minute and 10 second mark. There we go. So as you can see here, Robin she's just given an announcement, and then little Summer is going to come bebopping up here, and just watch her behavior with this darling lady.
So that's going to be playing on 88.3 and on Love FM for the next few weeks up until our Easter. Or I don't know when it actually starts, the advertisement, but you heard it, and we're going to play it every Sabbath between now and then. We want all you guys to mark your calendars. We want you to be there. April 3rd, 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock p.m. We also are still doing our art contest. For all the kids. We need all you kids to do a design for the advertisement, both for the Easter play and also an advertisement for the evangelism meetings that are going to happen after that. So if you have any questions about that, ask me or Pastor Matt. The prize is $50 cash. We had some kids last Sabbath that were like, I don't know if it's worth it. How much is this cash prize? It's $50. So you have two chances to win. You can win $50 for the Easter advertisement or $50.
Okay, so I think she comes up a little bit later, but she did She did leave Robin alone after she realized that she wasn't going to let her climb up. And that's what she was looking for. She was looking for some snuggles, I believe, and Robin was like, you know, in her sweet way, I think, not going to be able to do that right now, darling. But let's go to the next timestamp, which is 8:17. And this is going to be the date of April 30th, 2021. So this is about where did it go? 8:17. There we go. Okay.
I am Loki of Asgard, and you will regret this. When you picked up the test.
Let's just skip that, guys.
Unto thee, O Lord.
Unto thee, O Lord.
Do I lift up my soul?
Do I lift up my soul?
Unto thee, O Lord.
Okay, so she gets down and then she's gonna come back again.
I'm so glad we have these male voices. Psalm 18:46 says, "The Lord lives. Praise be to my rock. Exalted be God, my Savior." And that's what we're here this morning to do, to praise the Lord God who made us and made all things well. My song actually is "I Love All." This is a really beautiful song. Everyone can stand up and you can sing back when you sing it. All nature and all creation.
So keep note of what you just saw, people. Now we're going to go to 14:18. Oh no, there's another ad. Blast.
Can an 8,000-year-old herb really increase your T, lower your body fat, and maximize your bedroom performance?
Announcements this morning. I know we have a play.
Okay. One more clip from that, and then I'm going to get to the slideshow. And once I get to the slideshow, I'm going to give you some commentary on what I think about all of this that's going on in these clips. Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to 1938. By the way, if you're just joining me, this is from Zav Girl's channel. If you want to go see the whole thing. Okay,
flowers passed out to the mothers.
And here is Summer's other brother.
You know, last Sabbath, I kind of was really giving a hint to the men in the congregation, or let's get prepared for Mother's Day this weekend. And we had a sermon about how mothers impact their children, how it impacts society. And so this is, I'm hoping, a wonderful weekend for you mothers. We have biological mothers. We have spiritual mothers. We have all different type of mothers in this church.
Welcome to the Amazon Fulfillment Center tour. We're really excited to be.
All right, there's a little boy. There's a brother. There's the other brother.
Okay, so there's Summer's brother again. And you'll see, so they're supposed to be taking these roses to the moms. I'm not sure if they're all just taking them to their own mom, but I find it kind of interesting that I'm not sure if he gave his mom one, but he's carrying one. He tries to give it to somebody else, not his mom. And she must tell him no or whatever because he doesn't end up giving it to her. So I'm not sure. Did he give one to his mom or did somebody else? Or did he just like not think of giving one to his mom? Makes you wonder.
Thank you, children, for passing that out. And thank you, mothers. What a blessing every mother is to not only her children, but to all of us.
Okay, so I do have to say here, and I just noticed this. I didn't notice it the first time that I watched it, but let's see. If we go back, and if you notice, he does get 3 roses, or whatever flowers they are. And then he's only got 1 left here. So I do think that he gave one to Candace. She's sitting in the front row, which you can't see her in this, but that's where she is. Let me see if you can see. I'm going to turn off the music. All right, no, I want to see where he's got 3 roses. Here we go. See? Or he's got at least 2, right? Do you see he had at least 2 and he went right there? So I do think that he gave one to Candace because then you see him come out of this way and then he comes over here to this lady and he's kind of looking like uncomfortably like, what should I do with this one? I don't know. And for some reason this lady rejects his rose. like we're on The Bachelor and she's like, no boo. Sorry, that was... Yeah, so there he is. She's talking about whatever she was saying. Yeah, so Zab Girl was thinking, yeah, I don't know, did she give Candace one? But you see where he tried to give it to her and then she rejected it. Poor little boy. But anyway, I do think that he gave one to Candace, so we're not gonna pick on him for that or her. But then you're gonna see here that this dude's still up here talking, and then we got Candace and little dude here, and they're leaving. Maybe they're going to the bathroom. I don't know what they're doing. But does she have, like, what's in her mouth? Does it look like something's in her mouth? Like a wad of chew? Okay, there's this stuff again. All right, I'm gonna get this this slideshow going because it's a lot of nice. Well, it's not nice. It's just photos. Some are of summer. Some are of summer. Some are of Donnie. Some are of Candace. Some are of the property. The billboards. Just some different photos that you may or may not have seen. But I'm gonna stop sharing that. and we're going to go to the slideshow, and then I'm going to talk to you about some of the things that I saw as we were watching those clips of her at church. All right, so there we go. I wish this would show. Sometimes my technical abilities are a little bit wanting, guys. Just, a little bit. How do I even get back to that now? Chewing thorns? What? Isidore, from the roses? That would be pretty bizarre, wouldn't it? All right, I'm going to stop sharing that because I just got confused about my life. And let's try it again. Okay, window. There we go. Okay, yay. Now, I don't know how to make this full screen. Okay, we're going to give you a little bit of music there. All right, so what I was thinking about when little Summer was jumping up onto Robin, first of all, obviously Summer adores this woman, right? But also, when she finally does get to be held, she's seeking sensory input. And by that, I mean, she's doing everything. She's not just sitting there just to be with her, right? Just to be near her. She is smelling her. She is feeling her hair. She's hugging on her. She even presses her head against Robin's face when Robin is singing. And she's just like taking in every bit of Robin. And it's just sort of interesting. It's just maybe not developmentally on par with the 5-year-old necessarily, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it or anything like that, but it's just more, it would be more of a toddler type behavior. And then there's a scene where Robin doesn't pick her up, and Summer goes and she is like, she's found some, I don't know if it's Easter grass or what it is, but she is just going to town, sitting there, going through it, and she's, again, just getting all this sensory input from this stuff. And it's just an observation. I don't know, what to say about it other than she's a very sensory seeking little girl. But I'm so thankful for Robin, y'all, because she just pretty much personifies sunshine and hope. And I don't think she said it in the interview that I just played, but I have heard her say in an interview that she grows more hopeful every day. By contrast, Donnie from day, 4 or 5 has said, statistically, she's probably dead. Which absolutely just ravages my heart to think that. And now that's a gift that Summer gave to Robin on Mother's Day. How beautiful is that photo? There's that reward. I have to say that photo doesn't, I mean, I know that is Summer, but it doesn't look like her. The one where she's smiling, where her eyes are kind of bugging out. They just had this parade the other day. I love that photo of her. Just so pretty. God, bring her home. So I'm with Robin on this one. I'm going to hold out hope. I am going to hold out hope that, gosh, can I even get you guys back here? I want to hold out hope that Summer, in fact, will be found alive and well, and that she will have some wild, wild stories to tell us about where she's been. That said, I'm going to go check out some other channels who I know are probably talking about our little Summer right now. Thanks for joining me. And if you're looking for more videos about the missing, and if you know of any missing cases that need attention, please reach out to me. I would love to cover them. This case just grabbed my heart. Like she's obviously not. She's getting a lot of attention, and I think that's wonderful. It's amazing. And that said, I do want to focus on some other cases where people aren't getting the coverage that they should be getting, that they need to be getting in order to be found. So that's what I'm hoping to cover in the future. But I do pray for this little girl's safe return. God bless you all. Hug your kids, love your kids, keep an eye on your kids, and be the light in this dark world. Bless you, everyone. Good night.